Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for watching. We have one of our biggest grails, I would say, of our entire record shopping history.
Yeah, well, at least one of the biggest power pop grails of all time.
Yeah, what's something we've been looking for forever, kind of something we never thought we'd get or see in person.
Right. Oh yeah, it was
I still can't believe
a little bit of a nerve-wracking
we'll talk about that
event.
later.
Yes.
But yes, we're going to save that till the end, just to keep you watching.
Keep watching.
Okay, but we went to 3 stores, Permanent Records, Atomic Records, and Freakbeat, and we found a couple grails, and a couple, just some really cool stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of good stuff.
It was a really good day. They're probably our 3 favorites.
Those are probably the best. Yeah, and Record Safari too, which we've done here and there. But yeah, they're another one. But these 3 are yeah, that's kind of our bread and butter.
Yeah.
All right, let's start. We started the day off at Permanent Records. Let's go there.
Yeah. What's up? What is it, 450?
All right, first on the list, we've been looking for this one for quite a minute.
Salvation Army.
This is a first press too. You always see this, it's called, see that, Salvation Army?
Yeah.
It always says before 3 o'clock. This band, or most of these members, became the 3 o'clock. This is early Paisley Underground, power pop, you know, psychedelic kind of stuff.
And they were an LA band, right?
LA band, yep. And this came out in 1982. It's on Frontier Records. We've been looking for a first press for a while.
No, that's a beautiful copy too.
Yeah, it's a nice copy. And then you can see the label. I don't. Yeah, it's a very, very clean copy. The record and the sleeve, as you can tell. You see these around again. It's usually the reissue, and it's usually a bit tatty. So that was pretty cool. That was like right off the bat. We're like, all right, we're having a good day. All right, another one.
Yeah, I've been looking for the Australian Radiators. There's a few Radiators around the place, but this is the Radiators from Space. So this is a band from Ireland. This is from 1978. I think this is their second album?
Second album. This one, it just says Radiators. They're just called Radiators. And it's Ghost Town. Yeah. The first one, Radiators from Outer Space. Really good power poppy.
Power poppy, yeah.
What do you think? I think if you like the Radio Stars.
Yes.
Oh, here's the inner. I love these Chiswick ones. They always have the rounded and a little cut out from there, the thumb.
Yeah.
And then here, it's not an exciting Chiswick label, but... And then, voila, you found this one.
Yeah,
This was in like kind of a cheapo band. I think it was like 10.
It was in their New Arrival.
Okay, just New Arrival.
Yeah, so...
Was it like $15?
It was $15.
All right, and it's just, great. It's just a Beach Boys. Not that big of a deal, but it's their 3rd album. And look at that condition. I don't know if you can tell. I mean, you never see their stuff.
Beautiful.
It's like really clean. And usually it's more, even for Surfer Girl, it's more, you're going to pay a bit more. I mean, it's got, great songs. Surfer Girl, In My Room is just an absolute classic. I mean, come on.
They kick off both sides with just those
Little
two
Deuce
beautiful
Coupe even,
songs.
but the 2 beautiful songs is right to start it. It's got the nice original inner. Look how crisp that even looks. And then, of course, it's got the Capital original rainbow label. And the record looks, I mean, I don't always show the records too in these videos, but you're not going to really...
Look how glossy that is.
I mean, you can see it. Honestly, there's no spindle. There's nothing. And it's a first press, a true first press. I looked at it. I found the exact etchings, everything. It's, again, $15. If you went to anywhere, you'd probably spend $30 on that for such a nice copy.
That was such a great pickup. And when I picked it up for you, I thought for sure we had already had it.
We don't have all the early stuff. We have a lot of them, but not in this kind of condition.
Not
like that.
That was just too nice.
Too good to pass up. And then another one you found.
Oh yeah, we love the Easy Beats, Australian 60s band, 60s sort of mod garage.
This came out in 1977.
Yeah, so...
And as you can see, 15 previously unreleased tracks.
Yeah, so again, this is George Young and Harry Vander, who are... George Young is the older brother of the Young brothers from AC/DC. So it's a bit of, Australian rock pedigree there. And it's on the Albert label.
Just like the AC/DC. And it's It's all earlier stuff it came out in '77, all unreleased stuff, and wasn't it from like an unreleased, some of it from an unreleased album or
so it was like stuff that they recorded when they moved to England in I think about '68.
But it started off, it was like almost like old school rock and roll, first couple songs, then
bluesy
slowly
rock and roll.
By the end of side one and like most of side two, it's like all of a sudden we're like, this took a turn for the Kinks.
Yeah,
it was awesome. It was like almost like Village Green.
Like a little chamber pop song in there.
Oh, a little bit of that, and then so it was kind of like Village Green era Kinks sort of.
It took a little, but it's really great stuff, and it's a little different to what you'd get on a normal Easy Beats album too. I think because they're usually pretty rock and pretty garagey when you get to their albums.
Some of their middle later got a little more psychedelic, but this was good. Yeah,
it was really good.
I was pleasantly surprised.
I was so glad we
better than I thought it would be. Yeah. All right, another one. If you've seen our recent couple videos, I can't remember when we've bought. We mentioned it both times too. Like Back from the Grave. This is Volume 1. Crypt Records.
And what do we got? We got 4 and 5.
We got Volume 4 and 5. We've gotten in a couple separate videos, and once we bought the first one, we have them all on CD. And we bought the first one. We're like, I guess we're going down the rabbit hole. And looks like we are.
Yeah.
This one though it's not a first press. This came out in '83, the first press. So this is an '86 press of it, but it's the original U.S. The ones we had, the two other ones we got recently were they were German reissues from 2015. They were gatefold, so pretty cool. But it's kind of nice to have this like original, again, not first press, but second press from '86. So kind of cool.
Again, it's punky
garagey nuggets, but I'd even say the newer ones don't say that, but this one, rockin' 1966 punkers even. Look at that.
That's
even
awesome.
Punkers, come on. So this was one of the last things we picked up at Permanent, and this is a huge grail for us. The Field Mice. Well, you can't tell from that. That's Coastal. Sarah Records.
Yeah.
Sarah 066. Oh. So this is anything on Sarah Records is pricey, and their stuff's hard to find. We've got one of their albums. 606. Sarah 606. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is a good one. It's a compilation of a bunch of singles and stuff, and just really, really cool.
That was one of those things that you couldn't leave behind. I know you were.
I know.
You were going back and forth. You were on the fence for a little bit.
If I didn't get it, I would have been probably crying.
But it was one of those things that, would you ever see it again?
We'll never see it, and if we ever, you probably can get them online. Maybe not a ton, but I'm not buying stuff like that.
And with white covers, it's so hard to get a white cover that looks that clean.
Well, it's kind of.
I mean, I know it's not perfect, but one of those light colored.
Oh, light. I think you said white.
I did say white. Okay. But yeah.
I mean, anything Sarah, it's kind of like Flying Nun. If I see Sarah, Flying Nun, Creation Record, you're almost going to, depending on what it is, you probably might buy it. But we did, as we mentioned earlier, we have, at Permanent, we found the holiest of holy grails for us. One of a power pop insane grail. And that's going to come up later in the video.
Yeah, so keep watching to the end, and we'll unveil that grail.
We'll see what happens. So that was Permanent. We then went to Atomic Records. All right, people. Stop number 2 for the day, Atomic Records. We did this a couple months ago as well. Oh crap, we got so much good stuff at Permanent. You were gonna flip. But let's check it out. Records and stuff.
Oh, that would have been great. Wall Records.
I might do CDs here too.
Yeah.
Your favorite person. So Atomic Records. We always find something there. We don't usually come out with a ton of stuff, but they're a great store. The Three Johns. This one came out in 1984.
And this is members of the Mekons?
It's John Langford. He's like the head Mekon. This is his side project. The Mekons kind of broke up for a little bit, but he was for a couple years there in the early to mid 80s. He started this other band, and they continued kind of simultaneously. But I've never heard this, and it was good.
It was really good.
Again, we sampled it. It was cheap enough. We sampled it. Oh, they got the cool insert too.
Oh yeah.
Sampled it at the store there, and we're like, that sounds good. It's post-punk, maybe a touch new wavy, but I definitely got tinges of like Bauhaus.
Yeah.
It was good. And here's the label. It's on some.
How many three Johns albums were there? Was there
I think there's only one more. A couple years later, they had some singles. What's it on? Oh, I like that at the back there. Rock and Roll versus Thatcherism. Gotta love that. It's on Abstract Records, some small UK label. But yeah, we're like the Mekons a lot. Never heard these guys. I knew about them. Never heard them really back in the day. And again, it was like $9. Take a chance. And
yeah,
it was a good one. Yeah, we sampled a couple songs, but it was good. I think if you like kind of Bauhaus, that kind of post-punky, early to mid '80s stuff, I think it's worth a look. Doesn't sound like the Mekons though.
Right.
But
right.
it's yeah.
But that's the great thing about music. You don't have to ever stop exploring. You can just keep finding and discovering new stuff.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
What?
And speaking of, I guess it was our punt day. We took a lot of chances.
A lot of chances.
Here's another band, The Unclaimed. This was sealed.
Yes, this was sealed, and the record store owner,
the guy at the clerk guy, guy at the front desk.
He said front desk,
the counter.
The dude, he said that this is from the collection of the singer who Shelley, who unfortunately passed away earlier this year.
Yeah.
So this was from his personal collection. So.
Yeah, it was sealed from his collection. You could tell it was brand. I mean,
sealed.
We'd never heard him. And it's you can kind of tell it's 60s garage rock. Yeah, this is from 1983. But it's Nuggets kind of this could be on Back from the Grave type stuff. It's that kind of.
It's really good.
It was good. Yeah, it was
really
pretty cool.
Good. I'm glad we picked this up. And speaking of sealed, I picked this one up. I know I've been on a little bit of a Culture Club tear. I've been feeling nostalgic. I used to love Culture Club as a young girl.
Yes.
So starting to pick up. This is their first album.
Notice how I usually hold the records and display. I won't even touch it.
This is Kissing to Be Clever. This one has Do You Really Want to Hurt Me on it. So
that's the big one. It's got the hits.
So, and this is just a US press. So, but it was sealed. Couldn't leave it behind.
Oh, we could have.
Well, we did.
Okay, so that was it for Atomic. All right, so the last stop for the day, we went to Freakbeat Records. I think we might have got some footage. We can hopefully splice some here and there.
Yeah.
This is our third stop for the day. I don't know if you can hear me. It's loud. We're going to our favorite store in the valley. Probably our favorite store actually in Southern California. Freakbeat Records, baby. Come join us.
I think Freakbeat is my personal favorite.
It probably is our favorite. I mean, I hate to say favorite. I don't want to, because we love Permanent too.
Yeah,
we love
Atomic, and we always find something at all these stores.
And lately we're not finding, oh my God, crazy stuff at Freakbeat, but throughout the years, we've always found, such amazing stuff there. And we found Grails there. You find all kinds of stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. If in our wheelhouse of music, those are, Permanent, Atomic, and Freakbeat is probably...
And it's just such a great bunch of guys. And
they're all good. All those stores, yeah.
Bob's super sweet.
All right, so the first one we picked up, Bill Nelson, Chimera EP. This is basically just what do you call it? An upgrade. We have this, but it's weathered and been played to death. So this was just a beautiful copy for cheap enough. This is from 1983, 6-song EP. Bill Nelson, Bebop Deluxe. This is he's still kind of in his new wavy, a little bit post-punky phase. Really good stuff. Highly recommend them. If you haven't checked out Bebop Deluxe, definitely go back and check them out.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, next one. We're last couple. I think we've shown a couple lately. We're starting to buy all the Queens. We have them all on CD.
Yeah.
This is an original, first press. It's got the embossed jazz. It's got the gatefold. Well, they all had the gatefold.
But this one comes with the poster.
It does come with the insert and the risque poster, which
we're not going to show.
Oh, I can see. Oh, wait a minute. Here's the poster. All right, there's the poster. Psych.
The poster is a little showy. It's a little showy.
Yeah, I'm not going to show that one.
Yeah.
All right, this one is a bit of a childhood.
And it's a little out of our wheelhouse.
I almost want to say guilty pleasure, but we actually have a copy of this Iron Maiden Peace of Mind. We have a Japanese press of it, missing the obi, but this is the original UK, and the only way you can get it in a gatefold. And this, I didn't even notice this. I was like, okay. I looked at it. I'm like, I think I'm going to buy this anyway. And then we saw this.
Then you opened it up and you're like...
I was like, okay, the gatefold's cool.
Well, somebody's written on it.
Can you... Somebody, 5 people look like they've written on this damn record. And we checked it out online, and the owner was like, we have no provenance for it, but he got it from somebody in the UK. He talked about it. He said I believe it's real. We looked at signatures online for all these members, and they look spot on. Like, I don't see why you would try to fake it, but it might not be. But we're pretty sure
we feel pretty good that they
confident based on what we've done.
Authentic signatures.
And the owner was like, "Look, I'm not selling it as a high. It was not cheap, but it wasn't like hundreds of dollars. Saying, oh, here's Iron Maiden." He's like, "I don't really care about it's fine." I'm like, I was gonna buy it anyway just for the gatefold, but once I saw that, I'm like, oh yeah.
And you're like, yeah,
that's pretty cool.
That's the one.
Anyway, yeah, not in our typical wheelhouse, but we do like some Maiden, and I actually caught this one a couple months, and you were never like a huge. You're like they're okay. I like a couple songs, but then I come home months ago, and I'm like, what the hell? What? She was playing this, just a CD of it. I'm like, what? Caught busted.
I was playing it while I was finishing up my work day.
I remember buying. I remember buying this album, making my mom take me to the mall. When it came out, I loved Number the Beast. This was like, I got that when it like first came out. I'm like, that was.
Didn't your parents think you were a demonic kid or something?
They must have. I was listening to Highway to Hell and Iron Number that's your Number the Beast and Highway to Hell. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Like, what is this kid? They didn't seem to care. I don't know. Oh, Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz.
Oh, yeah.
With a Suicide Solution on it, too. So, yeah, I come from a bit of a heavy metal, rock background when I was younger. And our last pickup, we were a little bit nervous on this one. Godly and Cream Consequences. She's a big 10cc fan.
I'm a 10cc fan.
And I like some. I do like some. This is their first solo album.
After they left 10cc.
From 1977.
Yeah. And so, yeah, we haven't listened to it. We haven't listened to it yet.
That's true.
But this
the backlight, see, demonstration, not for sale.
Yeah, so this was a promo one, and it came with the press kit and all kinds of...
Oh, my Lord, like 20 inserts or something. The whole story.
A bunch of stuff. And it talks about the gizmo, which was something that Godly and Cream had developed. Now, what was the story with the gizmo? It hooked onto the bridge of the guitar?
Yeah, they invented this a couple years back. They said they couldn't afford to create like orchestral sounds live, so they created this Gizmotron. And it was, and which we knew nothing about. We did a little research. The magic of editing.
Yeah.
It attaches to the bridge of your guitar, and it makes the notes like sustain like indefinitely or whatever. But the fact that it had this whole
the press kit.
That is pretty cool. We looked it online. I couldn't even find that. There's 3 records. It's a 3 LP set. The first LP I think is kind of like the album proper, sort of. Mm-hmm. They did like they sold that separately, and then the next 2, like LPs 2 and 3, are like this play. I'm curious for the side 1 and 2, but I'm a little nervous about. Maybe you can play it and I'll be in the other room, and if it sounds good, come on over. But yeah. But anyway, it was like $15, good condition, and then with that press kit, of course, we're gonna buy. Us, we're gonna buy that. And now back to permanent records.
Yeah.
Didn't we mention something about a Grail?
Yeah, as promised.
All right.
This is the holiest of holy.
I think for us, this is definitely probably the holiest of holy power pop artifact. Chris Bell, I Am the Cosmos. Original car records. As we're kind of nearing checking out, I've already got the field mice, which is expensive. We've already had a bunch of other stuff, and then I saw this, and I showed it to you, and you're like, oh, what's the where's? Yeah, I got the Looked online. I'm like, it's where it should be price wise. Let me show the record too. I put it in a nice card outer sleeve and a couple polylined on the inside. You can see the car. I think you can tell.
And that's Chris Stamey's label.
Oh yeah, Chris Stamey
from the DBs.
We paid up big time for it, but it was worth it. Unless I'm remembering incorrectly, we saw the price. And I'm like, years ago we talked. You were for some.
I know that they always bring up something you said years ago.
And I can't unless I was dreaming this. But I swear we had a conversation. We were talking about holiest of grails and what. God, if you ever saw this record in person, you're like, you're saying these two songs. I mean, I Am the Cosmos and You and Your Sister are just, they're both perfect songs, like beautiful songs. And you're like, if we ever saw this in person, I think we would just have to pay the money and get it. And you're like, I don't know if I remember. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm not making that up. You and Your Sister, the B-side. It's got Alex Chilton on it, so it's kind of like Big Star there, and they harmonize together. It's so beautiful. I mean, I'm guessing people, if you know Power Pop, you probably know these songs.
They're just two beautiful songs.
And the record, there was not a tick.
Yeah.
It was not a pop, no tick, no pop. It's like they were in the room with that. It was, I mean, I couldn't believe it. We played it the once, and we'll probably play it again, maybe a handful of times for the rest of our life.
This is going to go into our emergency go
Yeah, that's going in the vault.
Because it's a genuine artifact.
That's an artifact. Yeah. So anyway, that was pretty special for I honestly still can't believe we have this. I couldn't believe we found it, and I almost missed it.
Yeah.
And I can't believe he didn't even post this on one of his videos or anything, or it just was there in store. That's the kind of stuff you get at Permanent Records. They always have grails, and they don't even show all the grails they have online. Anyway, I'm going to keep holding this because this is like so special. But yeah, this was I'm still in shock that we got that one.
All in all, it was a
oh man, that's really one day.
Really great day.
Let's recap. 3 punts.
Yep.
2 grails.
Yes.
And then, just really other cool stuff. Yeah, another good day.
Yeah, and a signed Iron Maiden.
Signed Iron Maiden. Oh man, that's true. That's kind of a little bit of a grail, I guess you could say. It was an unintentional grail, but is that a new format? Unintentional grail.
Ooh.
Well, one could you buy something and then later it becomes a grail. You didn't realize it was a grail at the time.
Know.
Okay, we could waffle on forever.
You're gonna stretch that one out.
All right. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for coming along, and happy digging.
See you next time.
Bye.
Good job. All right, thanks. Doing all good here, folks? Mm-hmm.